Does your chart look anything like this? If it does, do me a favor. Please remove all these noise making indicators and work with a simple clear chart, because you need to see the chart, what it holds. Trading is a risky business, and I will not be held responsible for any profits or losses you make following the signals which I provide. Hence, trade at your own risk. I repeat, trade at your own risk. I will not be held accountable. This is the first weekend after NFP. Today it's the 7th of February 2021. It's a Sunday, so we're looking at the EURUSD, as you can see there. So we're gonna try and put all the analysis which we have done so far. So I've got two volume profiles on the chart right now. I've got two volume profiles on the chart right now. As you can see the settings, so you want to pause right now, okay, and then you want to pause right now. You notice that the settings are basically the same, so these are the settings which I'll be using. So for first off, we'll like to look at this uptrend here, which first of all, it starts off with this accumulation right there. So we want to just look at both of these, and then just pick some potential trading levels if we can get any. So we'll just start from there, we'll then go there. Okay, so this is where I'll have my buy levels from. Just change the color of this to blue, since this is what I want to buy. Just change that color to blue. Okay, so I'll just hold my control button, shift it up to my next cluster, hold my control button again, shift it up to my next cluster, hold my control button again, shift it up to my next cluster. I'm yet to pick which cluster I'm going to use and which cluster I'm not going to use. So I've already done it this far. So at this point, I'll try and it's time to remove some positions and keep some positions. So this one at the very bottom, I'm gonna keep it because this is like our previous week's low is at this point. So this is the reason why we're gonna be keeping this position. And then for this one, which I've just highlighted, this line, I'm gonna be keeping it because of these highs and this somewhat resistance at this point over here. So this is the reason why I'll be keeping this level, and the top one also I'm keeping it because of this high over there, and this bouncing off at this point, which I've just highlighted. So we're expecting the market to drop down, drop up, come back down, right, so, and go up, back down, up. This is the movement which I'm expecting to happen. And this is the movement which I'm expecting to happen, though it will not follow this down to the dot. I'll still maintain my principles. I do not delete a pending order which I would have set. So I'm waiting for the market to open so as to activate these positions. So these are my buy positions which I'll be having. So for the sell positions, I want to, okay, for the sell positions which I have, I want to analyze from this point. As you notice, I've selected a different color. So from here, I want to analyze from this point to here. So as you notice, this first line is active, and then this second line is not active because these volumes have been tested right there, right? So we're gonna move our line, so we're gonna just shift it and put it there, and maybe just change the color from blue to red, right? So, and then we just move the area which we're analyzing. So we want this next section, that's what we select. So when we put our crosshairs and look at where there's high, there's a difference of 6 pips. So it now depends with how you trade. Though some will say that 6 pips is too close for comfort, and they will say that these volumes have been tested. I think they're too far. I usually use 2 pips, so those are the ones which I'll be using. And then just look at this rejection here. Just look at this rejection here, which breaks down into a downtrend, to look at the volumes at which volumes are there. So there is this line, so it's the one which seems to be a bit interesting, where we've got our point of control. So we just place our line, our red line there, such that when market is opening, we can just place our pending orders if we want to place our pending orders, or we can change these into alerts, such that when prices is approaching this, you can be on the alert and check if there is news at those particular prices. You do not trade whatsoever. So let's look at this other line. This point of control might also be an interesting point of control, so we just set it up there. Alright, so we just set it up there. So how do I work? So I risk only 2% of my trading account. So risking 2% of my trading account, and I use fixed stop losses of 10 pips. I used fixed lot sizes of I used a fixed stop loss of 10 pips on the EURUSD. So that means if my trade is in negative, if it's in negative and I hit stop loss, but there's another trade which has been activated, when a trade opens and there's another one which is already running, the second trade will open in martingale, and if it closes, if the first trade closes, it was a loss. So if the second trade also closes, it's a loss. But if it comes into profit, I gain back what I lost and my initial profit, such that it looks like it's one trade. However, do not do martingale if you do not know how to use it. I haven't talked about martingale in any of my videos, and I will not be talking about martingale, because that is a lot management system, and here we talk about volume profile management systems only. So you have to do your back testing and analyze what type of lot size you want to use, and what size type of stop profit you want to use. How big is your trading account, what type of a trading account it is. As you can see now, this one which I'm now doing there, as you can see that it has already been tested by what was a sniper entry. So these are the positions which I'll be having for my EURUSD for the week, for this week.